What's up guys, Trader CJ from Cross Capital. Today I want to show you how I trade the ICT Silver Bullet strategy. So this is TradingView. Currently you guys see this is the ES or the S&P 500 futures December contract. You can see in the top left corner here E-mini S&P 500 futures December 2023. It's a 1 minute time frame. On the right hand side we have the E-mini Nasdaq 100 futures, or the NQ as the short abbreviation for that. So I'm going to quickly show you, first of all, takeprofittrader still they extended their sale on this 40% discount. You keep 100% of profit in October, so obviously that passed just recently, but there's no activation fees after this, so it's a great discount these guys have. Check it out, the link is in the description below. You can get a funded or demo a funded account from them. It's great options they have on that, so definitely check it out. But let's jump into the ICT strategy. So I want to show you guys on the left hand side here the S&P, the ES. I have an indicator that I got on a Discord group from Kraken, ICT Kraken. That's the guy's name. So you can definitely check. I'm going to show you guys how to get this indicator, and it helps with the ICT strategy in a sense, because you can see these labels: the London high, the London low, the Asia high, the Asia low. So for example, if I'm going to zoom out a bit this 1 minute, so first of all it's the ETH electronic trading hours extended, so it's currently at UTC -4, so that's New York time. So this is plotting the Asia high in this range and the Asia low. So here's a good example. So this morning, or early mornings for you guys in the eastern part of US, so if you look at, for example, this is the Asia high, this is your low, and the market traded like this on the 1 minute. It broke the Asia low, so it swept those lows. For example, that's the first thing we look at in this part. So after they plotted, you can see there's a break in this level, this Asia low. Then you wait for a market structure break, so it would be then I was going to draw something for you guys. I'm going to show you. Alright, I'm going to draw you something, how to quickly explain a market structure shift. So the MSS, call it a MSS, market structure shift. So this was basically a small market structure shift in that area. So I'm going to leave it. Let's leave it here at the bottom. So first of all, to break low, okay, then. So that's basically that sweep. Okay, so I'm going to draw it up here for you guys just to see how it looks. And then market moves higher. So let's say, okay, I'm going to extend this one. Let's use this label here, this purple line, as a sweep. So that's where the market sweeps the lows of this level basically, and then the market moves up, moves down a bit, let's say up to here, moves higher. So that's where the market, that's where this structure is shifting higher. So that's a market structure shift, how I see it. So for example, this is then the step 2. So first of all, break, it's the first step. then move up, down, break of that high there, so it's making a higher high. This then, and then we wait for the, for example, we need to see a fair value gap in this area, somewhere in this. So this market needs to pull back into a fair value gap. A fair value gap is a candle. I'm going to show an easy candle for you guys. I want to just use this Nasdaq, for example, on the 1 minute. This is a fair value gap. This thing here. So it's this candle and this candle here. That is a fair value gap. That low and this high and this candle in between is making a bit of a gap, a fair value gap they call it. So almost respect to that. So you're going to move into a 5 minute. But yes, that's the idea. So first of all that, and we're looking for this pullback into this market needs to pull back into this fair value gap to take a long position. For example, you then use a, so let's see where this long position. Okay, cool. There we go. So that's the trade. For example, you need to take a low, put a stop loss below this low here, and then you target higher levels of liquidity. Okay, so that's the idea. That is, in a basic simple terms, how I use this ICT strategy. Silver bullet. Okay, cool. So let's break lower of this Asia. Market moves higher a bit, pull back, and breaks, makes a market structure shift basically. Now you can see, because of this ES and because it's basically pre-market or not in the RTH session, you're going to see this ES is not showing nice candles. So there's a few candles showing a fair value gap there. This whole I would say extension in the price makes a fair value gap. Let's move to a 5 minute. Maybe we can see it in a 5 minute as well. So yep, here we go. You can see it in the 5 minutes. So you can do this. That's the 5 minute. Even so, the comparison between the two, 5 minute and the 1 minute, you can see there's a bit of a confirmation in terms of where the fair value gap is. Obviously, you can't see the market structure shift, but on the 1 minute you can see the market structure shift. Here's this thing now. There we go. So then you put a buy order in the middle of this fair value gap. Just check your how many points you risk, if it's in your risk parameters. That is, if you buy at 63.5, you can risk 61.5. That's a 2-point risk in the ES, for example. Now, what do you target? What's the target? Yeah, because you only see this. So the first target, I would say, I would look for if I don't see a structure like a obvious high or low in this area, because in this range of the Asia session high or low, I would definitely go for the 50% of this whole area. I'm not sure if this will show you 50%. Yeah, basically. So it's here. That's the 50%. So if you buy here, that's the first target, the 50%, this area. So you can see that obviously that's a 1-to-1, and then the next target is the highs or the low. If you went long, it's obviously the highs of this range. If you went short here, somewhere, wherever, then the target the lows, or another liquidity level that's pretty obvious. Okay, so that is how I see it and how I use it. So moving on to so let's say, for example, you didn't take this trade and you want to look for something else. So time is moving forward. It's plotting now the London high and low. It's these yellow lines, and you can see that's where the market is currently. So this, if you saw this break, this whole area there where it broke the London high, you still need to wait for a confirmation on the market structure shift, which is that label there. So if it was like this, now it moves higher up to this. Is a great, obviously, level of liquidity seeking up here, and it's pulling back into this range again, moving upwards, break of the structure. So I would say, if I was like looking for a trade, it's definitely this break. So this is a confirmation. It's first of all sweep, pullback, market structure shift, and now looking for a fair value gap in this whole area here. Okay, cool. Okay, so moving on. If you don't see a obvious fair value gap in this whole setup, then obviously then if you can't determine your risk, or you don't see a fair value gap, that's not a confirmation, so don't take the trade. So that's the part of trading. You need to be patient and waiting for setups and see if there's a nice area to actually put on the trade. So even if I look at the 5 minutes here, I'm not seeing a fair value gap in this whole move down. So break, pull back into, there we go, pull back side, and then the break of the structure, going lower here. Even if I pull up a fib from there to there, you can see the 50% of this whole move is somewhere here. I know some people take a trade on this, even a 61.8% pullback. They put it on a trade and risking the highs, for example here. So going short at this level, 78.50 on the ES. They call it a OTE, optimal trade entry, but obviously there needs to be confirmation in terms of fair value gap. So I would rather wait for something that's more clearer. But if we go into the 1 minute, you can find a fair value gap somewhere here, and I don't like, for example, especially if the market is trading pre-market, the ES, it doesn't always show a nice clear fair value gap or nice candles that you can look for. But let's have a look at the NQ. So NQ is still trading above London highs, you can see here. Great. So moving on to the indicator. This indicator, let's show you. Go to indicators, search Kraken, Silver Bullet. If you can't find it, go and follow Adam B FX. This is Kraken Silver Bullet beta version of this, and you can see this is how his chart is looking. Obviously a white background, but you can still look at your kill zones, the London highs and lows, and boost this page, and you can see there's some explanations on how to use this Kraken Silver Bullet indicator. So this indicator needs to be authorized from the owner, so please be patient. There's a manual process to grant access, so I do add people every few days. Here's the Google form link to request access to the indicator. So just fill in this form and go and check it out. Obviously there's a, yeah, that's basically it. So if you struggle to get access to this Kraken Silver Bullet strategy, then write in the comments below or join my Discord channel. You can ask questions there. I've put in some information from free resources as well on this Discord channel. I'll show you guys quickly. So you can definitely join the channel, and yeah, there's some downloads. You can see there's some recent promos and funded programs or funded companies. The latest YouTube videos is there, some resources in general chat where you guys can see, check it out. Definitely join the Discord channel. And then lastly, another thing, please give a like to this video, because I would appreciate if you put in a like or even subscribe. I'm going to put up some more videos. I'm going to give out all the information I know regarding trading for the last 10 years. I'm going to put everything on YouTube for guys to learn from. And if I do stumble upon some new strategies or some new resources, I'm going to give it out in the Discord or even the YouTube channel. So yes, definitely check out this indicator. It helps a lot to see levels. And one last thing, go to this indicator, go to the settings. I'll show you guys what my settings are. So these are zones that's grayed out. So if it does with my session, these are the session highs and lows. High, low, high, low. Put in the colors here: Asia's, London, New York. The AM session, New York lunch, PM sessions. Those are the previous week high and low. Those we and this new week opening gap area plots. So there's a lot of settings here. Mine is pretty basic. And that's how I trade the ICT silver bullet strategy. So I take the Asia high and low. If there's a break, a sweep, and then a market structure shift, and then a pullback into a fair value gap, take the position. The London high and low, and then obviously there's the New York sessions as well. The New York AM and New York lunch period, the PM sessions. So, and then that's, you can see this nice obvious levels that are plotted in this. There you go, guys. Hope it helps, and definitely give a like to this video, and then I'll see you in the next one. Right, cheers.